Hello, my name is Brianna. As you can see, I have my newborn baby. I had her yesterday at 9:16. Before I go into educational tips, here's my story. So she's supposed to be due on the 4th. I'm supposed to be in and get induced. Her original date is the 5th, and I was getting ready for work actually, and I had my other two kids ready. I was headed out the door to drop them off at their sitter and go to work. But in the midst of that, I was contracting all day long. I couldn't, get comfortable in the bed, and I was just having a lot of pain in my around the stomach. Now, some videos tell you that Braxton Hicks is where it's the stomach. No, it's backwards. Braxton Hicks is going to be like it's in your like your vaginal area, like you gotta poo a little bit, but it's mild. The actual labor pain is going to be like all around your stomach because it's your whole uterus. It's your whole uterus that's around the baby that's contracting, and that's like around your stomach, your tummy. So if you're having pain that's around the whole stomach, those are true labor pains. Those are not Braxton Hicks. If you have to take a pause and just like let it happen, and it's more than 30 seconds or 30 seconds to 60 seconds, you need to go ahead and go to the hospital because this is what happened to me. I was not a Braxton Hicks. You think out of four babies, you know. I said, no, this is a Braxton Hicks. I ain't going to no doctor. I'm gonna go to work, get my maternity money. And so I was having trouble getting my clothes on. I would have to sit down. I had to call my mom, and my mom was the one who convinced me, girl, if you don't feel like going to work, don't go to work. If you're hurting that bad, you need to go and call in and go to the hospital. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and call in. So as I was calling in, I was having contractions while I was talking to the on-call personnel. I was like, I'm having one right now. It was tough. So I will be doing a video on maternity prep because I do want to educate new mothers and mothers, who just need a little more help with preparing for maternity. What's in the diaper bag, what's in your bag, and what's in your other kid's bag. I'll be making videos on that too. But I had to repack everything. Okay, so I had my suitcase ready, but I would be dipping out of the clothes throughout, well, I like this outfit I got over here. So I take from it, I had to repack everything. So my bag, packed my newborn bag, and my other two kids' bags. Theirs were easy because wind and had a lot of destruction going on with the tornado. So I've been here since 3 or 4. But back to my story. So I called her. I mean, on call number, talked to the personnel. She was like, "Oh, well, if you feel like that, don't show up. Just update us and stuff like that." So my fiance, he was the one that drove me. Now, as I said, I had to be. I'm contracting and packing up stuff, trying to hurry up and get out the door. Of course, I had to wait until he got off work. Because he was like, I'm not letting you drive and you contracting. And I'm glad he didn't, but I was about to. I'm gonna leave you, get to this hospital. Um, so I got the bags back. He helped me put the stuff in the car, and we headed to Forest City. I stayed in Jonesboro, and we had to drive from Jonesboro to Forest City. So that was a big journey, and I didn't have nothing for pain. The road was bumpy. He was trying to go real fast, and he had his road rage. I just had to just let him. I'm normally telling him, you can't be driving that fast, hon. I just had to be quiet and let him drive that car. I was contracting. Now, before we got out of town, I had to throw up so bad because before he just started speaking, I was like, I got throw up. He said, no. He said, no, you don't. You just need to calm down. I said, no, my mouth was getting all numb. When I got throw up, I know when I have to. My mouth get real numb all around here, and I was like, I can barely talk. And before you know it, I was throwing up outside, out the window, all throw up because he was driving. He was driving fast. All the throw up just went all the way on the car. Honey, I'm so glad the other window was up because it was all on the window, the side of the door. I was embarrassed, but I couldn't help it. I could not hold it in. So a little bit did get on me. I had to change my clothes in the car because I was not gonna let that sit on me. It wasn't a lot, but just the fact I'm not gonna let that sit on me. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to go into labor until a week later. I was supposed to go in on the 4th to get induced, and here it is the 30th. So I thought I would have had a little bit more time. Now keep in mind, if you're used to getting induced a week prior to your actual due date, you need to consider that because that's what your body is used to. So don't not be prepared for your day. Okay, I mean, prepare for the worst because I wasn't expecting to have her. You know what I'm saying? So, but I already knew what was going to be in which and what bag. So the packing part was not hard. It was just packing it while contracting. That was hard. So I will be making a video on what's in your maternity bag, what's in your diaper bag. I was making videos there with pictures and stuff like that. But it's very important to know. My first time I had a baby, I was not prepared. I had clothes, but I had this and that lacking. Needed more of this and that. So it's not, it's not to say don't nobody know what to put in their bag. It's just for educational purposes. More is better to me, because you never know if you get blood on something. You never know you breastfeeding, you get milk on something. So it's just best to be prepared. So sorry. So right now, I had some pain medicine because the cramps that you get, the cramps that you get after the baby is born, they get worse with every child. So make sure you are getting your pain medicine spot on. Don't wait till you start feeling pain. Don't worry about if the nurse thinking you drug seeking. This is your body, okay? They cannot tell you if you're not in pain or not. This is your feeling. And like me, if you're like me, you don't want to feel none of that. So you know that the medicine take a little bit of time to kick in. Go ahead and press that call button and let your nurse know that you want to take your medicine. Because ain't nothing worse than you feeling that pain and then you just take the medicine. That might take an hour before you actually get some relief while you're in pain. So if you do it the smart way, you know you're gonna get in pain, prepare, because you got to feel this, not them. But back to my story. So I get to the hospital and I'm 6 centimeters dilated. The whole time I was thinking, it's Braxton Hicks. I need to go to work. No, but this had me down. When I came into the hospital, I couldn't even talk to the lady straight. Like she started laughing because when the contraction come on, I'll be like this. I'll be like, oh yes. My voice get real high pitched, and I'm not trying to add no extra words. I'm trying to go straight to the point because I'm hurting. And the nurses, some of them will think that you don't know what you're talking about or what you're feeling. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just having, you have to have a deaf ear to that kind of speculation that you're going to get from the nurses, because they're used to mothers coming in with Braxton Hicks and not real labor, and they're just ready to say, just go home. They're ready to say that. But you go in there and you let them know how you feel. And if it is Braxton Hicks, so what? Don't go in there and let their demeanor change what you came in there to do. You came there to check and see you get it checked and sought out, because I know worse. You listening to somebody say, it's just Braxton Hicks, and then you go home and you feeling the real thing and you ain't got your epidural. Oh my goodness. The pain was way tolerable than a Pitocin. Okay, I was in a pretty hurt, and I came in here 16 years old, so I was going through my pain strong. Okay, but nothing to aid me in. So when I got here, it took a little long for me to even get the lab, sent off and all that stuff. And the nurses was on it. But they could only do what they could. They couldn't give me the epidural without drawing my blood. And y'all will see, I was stuck about 5 times. On my arm, I got about 2 busted veins right there on this arm. And then she got it good on this one. And then I got stuck 2 times on this arm. And I said, when she stuck it the second time, I said, can I get it? Yeah. I'm talking too loud. I might have to pause and come back. Okay. So, it took a little while before I got my epidural. I was suffering. Like, I was literally, and don't touch me if I'm having a contraction. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. One nurse had moved my bed while I was, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Don't mess with me. Don't say nothing to me, really. You can talk to me, but don't touch me. Don't move my bed. Don't tell me to move. Don't try to stick me with no needle when I'm having a contraction, because I'm 6 centimeters. I'm far along with these. I'm at the power level of contractions. And I wasn't trying to be rude. I just could not. I could not do anything hurting like that. Not even talk. So they wait till they go down. While they were trying to stick me, they were trying to stick me while I was contracting. I'm like, just wait. They'll get a little impatient, but hey, this is your pain. You got to do what you got to do to get through it, because you're the only one experiencing it. It's your pain. If you don't want to be touched or added more pain by getting stuck and they missing your knee, the vein, tell them to hold on and wait till you have your contraction. Now, with the epidural, you just gonna have to stick it out, because you'd rather be going ahead and let him. It take a little while for the anesthesiologist to get that stuff laid out. So while he was doing work, getting it laid out, I was hoping he caught me when I wasn't having it, and he did. I was glad about it. But when he was when the poke came in, I wasn't contracting. When he started sticking that cannula in and it was coming, I was getting ready to say, "Wait, don't touch me." But don't say it with the epidural. Let it happen with the epidural, because that's when your pain gonna go ahead and kick in. If I had waited any longer, I probably wouldn't have been able to get my epidural. So that's why it's important. If you think you're going into labor, go on and go to the hospital and let them confirm it for you, because ain't nothing worse than them telling you can't get no pain medicine because you did me. Oh Lord, I wouldn't wish pregnancy pain on nobody, but that's what those women gotta go through. And I thank the Lord for the epidural, because man, it's tough. And like I said, the normal way, the natural way your body induces it, I am all for that. So if I were to have another baby, I would definitely say, no, I don't want to be induced. Y'all don't do that. It's that Pitocin is way stronger than a contraction that you will be feeling just by your body alone. Don't do it. I wish I knew that first. Like I said, this is my fourth baby, and this is the first time I ever said no to, I didn't say no. I couldn't help it. She was coming. So, I would not advise nobody after what I experienced to get the Pitocin. Just let your body do it. And prior to this, I had a talk with some of my coworkers who didn't take the Pitocin, and they were leading me to not get it anyway. Because I was like, I gave up. On my last pregnancy, I gave up in the middle of the contraction, and ain't nothing worse than you losing your willpower through them painful contractions. I had gave up. I was like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have to give up through my contractions again. So this new entrance into it, I would definitely, if I were to get pregnant again, I'll definitely be going in without no induction. So that's my story. I was not prepared to have her the day that I had her. I was in the midst of packing all the bags over while contracting. Rushed on the highway, threw up on the side of the car, made it to the hospital, 6 centimeters dilated. Finally got my epidural. She came. She was 6 pounds and 15 ounces. I had her at 9:18 p.m. So I will be making more videos, like I said earlier, of maternity prep. What's in your maternity bag? What's gonna be at home? Quick tip: pads. Uh, Family from my job gave me gift cards to Target. One was $50, and all I did was go to Target and rack up on my pads, lotion, soap, um, what else? Deodorant, everything that I could need while on maternity. Of course.